be ashamed and brought to confusion that rejoice in my hurt. Let them be clothed with shame and dishonor that magnify themselves against me. There shall come a star out of Jacob, and a scepter shall rise out of Israel, and shall smite the corners of Moab, and destroy the children of Shem. Edom shall be a possession, and Seir also shall be a possession for his enemies. Praise higher, living Creator, for he is written the end right from the beginning. Yeah, 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 yeah. David's a true Messiah. Ezekiel 34:24. I will place one shepherd over them, even my servant David. Ooh. Welcome to In-Depth Ministry. Love, peace, save lives. The wicked world governments, put your weapons down. Love, peace, save lives. Yeah, we're prisoners of war. Like I was telling the taxi man today, he said, asking some questions about my faith and my beliefs and that. I said I do fasting and that, like. So I'm a Hebrew Israelite from the tribe of, I'm an Israelite from the tribe of Judah, true Scottish Davidic royals. I said, go and do some research, man. Oliver Cromwell kicked my family out, man. They put a public custodian on David's throne. Okay, the people from the north, as it states in the scriptures, because the Bible is a historical document of the people, man. And yeah, man, the spirit of the Most High come upon me, and I just flipping, yeah, just the information that I've got now, I've retained from over all these years, can freely flow, man. Do you understand? Can just freely flow, man. Anytime, any place, man, to inform people. Give them a little quick history lesson, man. Understand? This is for the widow, the needy, the outcast, the stranger, the homeless, those suffering injustices. Praying for the end to come soon, and for us to be set free a second time, as scripture states, to have the yoke broken, because they use, like I told the taxi man, they use the KESQV Act 1666, yeah. They use a straw man illegally in this matrix. And yeah, man, Brad the Imperial's line is on the throne. I said that the power Arabs and the darker Arabs were fighting over our lands, the Holy Lands. Webster's 1828 dictionary definition of what American is: a copper-colored tribes founded by the Europeans. Christopher Columbus took Lewis the Taurus, a Paleo Hebrew Aramaic interpreter, to communicate with the tribes. I'm sorry if I bombarded you with all the information. You asked some questions. He was a nice geezer, man. He was nice. You liked my hat, man. So blessings, man. Thank you. And I thought I'd share some information with you, man. You said you was doing Eid. I said, yeah, I've got my faith and beliefs. I do fasting as well at times. I explained to you my family from Scotland. He actually said, like, Scotland? No, why didn't there black people from Scotland? Yeah, because we've all been lied to, man. I basically just informed him. I said, the two Scottish Davidic royals who got kicked out, McKinley and Campbell, you understand, Oliver Cromwell kicked my family out, and they put a false narrative out there to say they're all from Africa. You understand? That's lies, man. I proved it with my scholarly back to ministry. Okay, so it's blow the shofar for truth to come forth, man, and destruction to the wicked, man. Do you understand? Let's go, man. Excuse me. Praise higher. By this point, the recap would have been posted already. Okay, people. I hope you've all had a wonderful day, man. Praise higher, the living creator. Let's start with the law. as it is not done away with. This is our law given to Afro-Asiatics, yeah, me and my people, man, and the confusion of faith. And if the Gentiles want to follow our way, cleave to us, man, come, man, people of the other nations, come. The court, punishment and restitution, that the court shall pass sentence of death, decapitation by sword, Exodus 21 verse 20, Leviticus 26 verse 25, that the court shall pass sentence of death by strangulation, Leviticus 20 verses 10, that the court shall pass sentence of death by burning with fire, Leviticus 20 verse 14, that the court shall pass sentence of death by stoning, Deuteronomy 22 verse 24. Praise higher, higher for the perfect law, man. Next, we're going to start with some notes which I've written from. This is going to be the Torah. I like to read scriptures, but this is that being fulfilled here now. We're doing this from a list. So David is a true Messiah, not JC. Psalms 35, 26, 27. Let them be ashamed and brought to confusion together that rejoice in my, David's hurt. Let them be clothed with shame and dishonour that magnify themselves against me. Let them shout for joy and be glad that favour in my righteous cause. Yea, let them say continually, let higher be magnified, which has pleasure in the prosperity of his servant David. Numbers 24:17 to 18. Get your pens and papers out and Bibles, people, and learn for free, never taking donations like the wicked corrupt preachers out there, man. There shall come a star out of Jacob, the Afro-Asiatic Jacob, yeah, that's who it is, man, do you understand? And a scepter shall rise out of Israel, and shall smite the corners of Moab, and destroy all the children of Sheth. And Edom shall be a possession. Seir also shall be a possession for his enemies, and Israel shall do valiantly. Messiah is the Hebrew for anointed. Who is David? The Messiah of Higher of Jacob. 2 Samuel 23 verse 1. King of Israel. Christoph is the Greek for anointed. Who is the saviour of the Gentiles? But he ain't coming back. Laugh out loud. We can clearly see from the language in which originated these two different messiahs. The first from the Hebrew Mashiach, and the second from the Greek Christoph. So whichever of these two was literally anointed, that one only can be the only true Messiah of higher, I am, Exodus chapter 3 verse 14, the Creator's name. Nothing done spiritually that is only an idea, thought or imagination can possibly ever constitute the Messiah or anointed, for this plain and simple reason, that it requires the literal act of pouring on the literal oil as required by the law of higher, and which oil was made according to the direction given in the law of higher. So please look at Exodus chapter 30 verses 23 to 33. Before anyone can ever possibly lay claim as being the true Messiah or anointed of Higher of Jacob, remember my dream, age 11, 1996. It speaks of that in the book of Daniel. My dream, he said, I saw a man taken before the Ancient of Days. Yeah. And got my birthday, April the 8th, 2024, solar eclipse. Okay, the revealing of the Most was Anointed One, also 2017, a solar eclipse which created an X across America. Okay. And I am from the Davidic line, McKinley and Campbell. Two Scottish Davidic royals kicked out of our lands, man. Made to work on plantations. I'm up. And also remember the operation from COINTELPRO, the FBI prevention of a black Messiah. The very people who took us over made an operation, do you understand, against us, which is discriminative. And I break the Third Geneva Convention laws, like I told the taxi driver today, and my friend Deep at the shop, man. Do you understand? I told them the harassment and that, man. I told them. I like to tell a few people, man, what's going on, man. Do you understand? Even though everyone knows anyway. Yo. So, I lost of height of Jacob. I put also in the side bit there that JC was also not mentioned in the book of Chronicles. Okay. I'm gonna sort the TV out for my son. continuing. Sorry about that. Just being disturbed there. Sorry about that. Let's go and disturb the lesson. Christians' own testimony is, it's easier for heaven and earth to pass away than one jot or tittle of the law to fail. That's in Luke chapter 16, verse 7, even though we don't read that. Remember, it was the author is, so I put thank you, Mark Coyne of Sinope, the author of the New Testament. So he wrote the New Testament, he rejected the Old Testament, okay, purposely trying to deceive people, man. In all courts of law and justice, no idea, thought, or feeling, or imagination can possibly be regarded in the eyes of the law as punishable or rewardable until wrought out or performed in act. For instance, a man may have very angry ideas, thoughts, feelings, or imaginations, but until he carried out some of these sensations in deed, or carried them out in action, he cannot possibly be condemned nor found guilty. And just so, no man can in just be rewarded for any good idea, thought, feeling, or imagination until the actual perform till forgive me, I've got around for any good idea, thought, feeling, or imagination until the actual until they actually perform it. By these remarks, we can plainly see who was the true Messiah or anointed, the one that was literally anointed by pouring upon his head the literal oil by the prophet Samuel, as is declared was done in 1 Samuel chapter 16 verses 1 to 12 and 13, and declared by him to be the anointed or Messiah of Jacob. See 2 Samuel chapter 23 verse 1. Then Samuel took the horn of oil and anointed him in the midst of his brethren, and the spirit of Hire came upon him from that day forward. Now this was a very different thing indeed from any mere abstract idea, thought, feeling, or imagination. A very different thing indeed from any person seeing the spirit of God or Hire descending as a dove, as it states in Matthew chapter 3 verse 16, which is all the Christians can bring forth in proof of their Messiah being anointed. And how can any rational mind see the spirit of Hire? Is a spirit visible? If not, how can any sane mind assert that it was in the form of a dove? Then it can only be in idea, thought, feeling, or imagination. These feelings cannot constitute the literal act of being anointed. Okay, people. Next, okay, so we've done the law, Torah, Papal. So let's do the So I'll encourage you to go to the ECHR European Convention on Human Rights. Tell them new law information has come to light. Tell them, yeah, I'm keeping the law. I know that I'm a prisoner of war. Yeah, I'm an Israelite from whatever tribe you're from. Tell them King David has told us to come forth, man, and to bombard you with these applications, man, because you're operating illegally within the matrix, man, which is created against us. Okay, you practice assaultal racism, man, and you break the Third Geneva Convention laws regarding us prisoners of war. Okay, tell them about the Kesku Act 1666, man. All right, and tell them that they are operating illegally with a straw man. Okay, tell them that you're very much alive and willing and able to handle your estates yourself, and you want restitution for the land estate stolen. You want to be set free, yeah, from these prison houses, because they're profiting off you being in the prison houses, man. Just a business model, man. You understand? You're just numbers to them, man. I think it's disgusting. So yeah, I'll stand with King David, yeah, if you want to get your families out of prison, man. You understand? Right, here we go. Fourth Crusade. They came into our lands like I told the taxi driver, man. They came to the Holy Lands. Webster's 1828 dictionary definition of what an American is. The Copper tribes found there by the Europeans. I should have mentioned the blood moon to him, man, but I forgot, man. But I will if I see him again. 1202, 1204. But he was a nice man, do you understand? He was nice, he was respectable, man. He was just asking questions, man. So I was just filling in the information for him, man. Do you understand? Any misinformation about Africa and that, man, because we're not from Africa. So was a Latin Christian armed expedition called by Pope Innocent, but Innocent III, who stated intent of the expedition was to recapture the Muslim-controlled city of Jerusalem. So the Muslims, yeah, were fighting over control, and the Christians were fighting over control, man. Pale Arabs, yeah, and the dark Arabs, yeah, were fighting over control, man. Do you understand? Of the Holy Lands and Americas, man. Controlled by, so the Muslims controlled it for a time, by first defeating the powerful Egyptian Sultan. However, I can't read that part. However, a sequence of economic and political events culminated in the Crusader armies, 1202 siege of and the sack of Constantinople, rather than the conquest of Egypt as originally planned. My handwriting's atrocious, man. But yeah, the Fourth Crusade. Okay, next, people. Called Fourth Crusade into the Holy Lands, man. Show for Blast, Song of Praise, Dawn, Truth Pack. Please go to Israel's Elect King David Ministry Facebook for the free Truth Pack and more testimony. Okay. WikiLeaks Fault 7 there, tampered with my phone. This is about a device. Go to Ministry of Justice YouTube for older videos and learn for free. Go to Zedekiah King David Ministry YouTube for older videos, learn for free. Isaiah David, Sweet Singer of Israel Facebook, up to date. King 85 David shows on YouTube, up to date. Isaiah David 45 TikTok. Book highlights really quickly. Just want to show you this here. Mainstream historians claim that running water and indoors can be two parts, man. Indoor plumbing is a modern phenomenon. According to the mainstream historians, indoor plumbing started in about the 1840s. In 1940, nearly half of the houses lacked hot pipe water, a bathtub or shower, or a flush toilet. Over a third of houses did not have a flush toilet as late as 1960s, and over 25% of the houses in 16 states did not have complete plumbing facilities, so we are told. But is this true? No way, say mudflood theorists or truth tellers. People built these amazing buildings but pooped in bedpans. Princesses living in palaces threw poop out of their windows into the streets below until the plumbing was added in the 1920s, and no one washed their hands either. Rubbish. We have either been lied to, or previous civilizations have had running water and toilets for the masses like we do. Perhaps the previous civilization fulfilled these functions in slightly different ways. We're going to continue looking at this. Don't forget Jacob Boglins from State Manuscripts. Yeah, this is a history lesson really quickly. This might be one part, man. Check it out, people. Prison lists that were taken. Oliver Cromwell kicked my family out, put public custodian on David's throne. And you got this book here. Look at the Celts, man. The Celtic coins, man. See my brother, man, and the tax man. We're not from Africa, man. Like, I've got a scholarly back to ministry, man, to show the whole world, you understand? And that's why they sexually abused me, man. My mum and everyone sold out. Some people sold out, man. You understand? The Pali people from the north, man. Barbarians came along and took us over. A lot of us got abused, man. Do you understand? Loads of us got abused, man. But yo, I'm going to do this next time, people, okay? The barbarians, the people from the north of the states in Jeremiah, they came over and took us over, man. You understand? They put a public custodian from Blood the Imperial's line on David's throne, man. What an atrocity. Anyway, family, till next time, from King David, the Messiah, the true Messiah, man. The one you have to accept, and the Lord of the living creator, yeah? And also the name of the living creator first. Higher, I am. I'm the one, man. This is the place, man, for salvation in some people, man. This is it. The non-donation scholarly back to ministry, man. King David, man. The reincarnation, the end times, will these dry bones live? Yes, we are here, man. The children of Israel, the Afro-Asiatics, yeah, or the true Shemitics, man. Till next time, family. Shalom and peace.